Hello, gorgeous Aries. Welcome to your reading with me. So this will be for the week ahead, my gorgeous angels. I've got some music going on in the background just because I really want to get in the zone. Something I felt called to yesterday. So I'm going to start these weekly readings with some music for me. I don't know if you can hear it because my mic does a really good job at removing it. However, it's going to be there in the background just for me to tap in, because music, it's so important in shifting moods, right? And frequencies within ourselves. So again, music might be actually a message for you guys, right? If you want to be more confident and start listening to some music that makes you more confident during the week ahead. But as I was going to say, this is for the week of the 8th to the 14th of December. So I hope to be getting these out to you on the weekend just before, so that you can be prepared for the messages that we're about to speak about. Now, in this week's reading, I might be coming across a little bit different, or not, it might not be the case, but just to give you guys a heads up that I really want to sit with the energies of each sign before I go into it, meaning that there might be some messages that are very specific and may not resonate with you, and that's okay. I will be pulling out more cards, so hopefully you get some messages, if any, during the week ahead. But what else did I want to say? I feel too close to the camera, but that's what I gotta say, my angels. So I'm gonna actually switch over to what I have over here. Messy, I know. I've been writing down some notes that I don't want you to see my handwriting in, but let's dive in to the messages, because there is a very specific one coming through, and there's a few things that I got. The first thing, before I even pulled any cards out, what I was hearing was friendly fire. And that's kind of like taking shots from someone who's on the same team as you. So that could be friends, that could be family member, that could be someone that you're, thought was someone on your team. It could be an accident, right? But I kind of, with the cards that came out, felt a little bit like people are turning on you a little bit here. Or maybe you do have someone who's, what I'm hearing is a wolf in sheep's clothing. Maybe you've already dealt with this already. So I'm just going to dive into the messages that are coming through with that, because it just felt a little bit like someone, I don't know if you can see in the cards, because again, I'm trying to really dive into the intuitive side of things here, where it feels like you're the King of Swords. So you're showing up as very knowledgeable, right? You're showing up super intelligent, you know the truth, and it's not just biased truth. I think you really look at things from a very big angle. In situations, you don't come across unfair. You come across very honest, very truthful, and again, very knowledgeable. The Knight of Swords feels like someone who thinks they know everything, but they don't. And I just can't help but look at the difference between you, where you're showing up without armor, right? It's almost like you're protected. How can I express this? You know your truth so much that it just feels like you don't need to cover up. Whereas this person, again, could be a friend, family. I almost get that you feel compassion for this person. So there is clearly some feelings here. You feel like almost, I don't know, you feel a bit sorry for them with how they're showing up during this time. I don't know exactly why. So again, I'm just going to keep expressing what I'm seeing, and you guys let me know if it resonates with you or not before we dive into the other messages. But this person feels like they have their truth, but they're still covering up. It just feels a little bit like someone's coming from a place of ego. Someone else's spirit guides, which I'm seeing with this horse. I feel like even their own spirit guides are a little bit ashamed with how someone is acting. They're not acting in good faith, or they're coming again from a place of pride and ego. And I keep feeling like this person keeps coming back for more. Whether that means someone keeps reaching out to you, wanting to fight with you, because that's what it's coming across as. Someone feels like they want to take you down a little bit, which is not going to happen, so I wouldn't worry about it. But it feels like someone keeps popping up trying to piss you off, maybe, right? It just feels like someone feels like you're wrong, but you're not, right? You're standing in full truth. Again, I don't know what this is, so you guys let me know what this is. And someone almost wants to take you down, which is going to be impossible to do, because your truth is the truth. And someone else's truth is not so much. So I do feel like someone's going to have a really rude awakening whilst trying to pick a fight with you. I don't feel like that's going to happen now. I feel like right now this person's still trying to, I don't know, it's giving jealousy. It feels like someone doesn't like the fact that you're winning or that you are right in something. So again, that's why they keep coming back for more. And High Priestess, that's you as well. What I got from this was silence speaks volumes, or speaks louder than words. And I would say that's your advice. I don't know if you want to take it or not. But again, the King of Swords doesn't need to fight. Again, there's almost sympathy coming from your side, where it's like, this is my truth, but I'm not going to start waving it around and slicing your head off over it, right? It's almost like you don't want to pick a fight with this person, not because of weakness or because of fear, but actually because you feel quite sorry for this person, and you can tell that they're coming from a, I don't know, out of character place. Anyway, High Priestess, silence speaks volumes. What else was I getting? Yeah, then I heard counterfeit, which feels a bit like fake. Again, it's like a fake thing or a fraud. And then I also heard home sweet home. So I don't know if some of you guys are returning to a place that's very familiar for you. I almost get like nostalgic. Maybe you're going back to your childhood home, or there's something or a place right in the world that feels like home to you or reminds you of something that you've not been to for a long time. I got that too. I also heard you didn't lose, they lost you. So again, it almost feels like not needing to fight in this battle that you may feel like you faced disappointment with someone or defeat in some way. It's just a little reminder that yes, you came out of it with scrapes and bruises, but at the end of the day, someone lost a really good friend, or, you know, you. So whoever you are clearly the trophy here. So even if you didn't win in a battle, or it doesn't feel like you are winning in a battle, you are the trophy. So you can't lose. And yeah, they wanted to say this person is lost in ego, pride, desperation. And I did pick up that there will be an apology though from this person in the next month to 3 months. I know that's the time frame they gave. It's not immediate. Someone has to deal with their own ego here. That's what it is. And that takes time. Some people never do it, right? So it's going to take some time, but specifically 1 to 3 months, this person is going to kind of see things more clearly, grow up a little bit. All right. What else do I get from this? I just feel like you're turning your back a little bit. You know, maybe you will receive some information or a communication from someone, or someone could be shading you. I don't know what it is, but you're almost turning your back to it with the King of Swords and the High Priestess. Anyway, so then I picked up another card for you, asking a bit about what is a theme for you guys during this week. And you have the card of boundaries. So yeah, a lot of people might want your time and energy. They might want to pick your brain a little bit because the King of Swords showing up here, you have a lot of information and people want that information. People want to know what's going on between you and someone else, maybe even as well. So during this time, it is about you finding, almost feel like hermit mode for you. With that High Priestess and the King of Swords, I almost saw you in a tower by yourself, you know, and like someone's coming through wanting to take you down, but you're just looking at them, feeling sorry for them, and just turning back into your own energy. So you could be feeling quite alone at this time, again, a bit like a hermit, like you don't have a really large community or people who you feel like are in the same wavelength as you, for example. So again, stay in your own energy. Don't allow too many people to come into your energy, because I don't like the energy of people around you during this time anyway. Is there anything else? I want to ask, what can you bring into this week? What can you bring more of into this week ahead? Courage, to bring more courage. An affirmation for this is, I find inner strength to face fear with confidence. Okay. Anything else? Other messages? Cry. That's an interesting one. Let go of old emotions. Cry it out. What a relief. Feeling misunderstood, specifically with that situation going on. Feeling alone, right? Cry it out. And the initial C could be important. It could be you, it could be someone around you. But you're being called to cry. What a relief. All right, let's grab you another oracle, and then I'm going to dive into your tarot. That was really weird. I'm going to get you another one, but that clearly wanted to come out for a reason. Anything else for Aries? Anything? Nope. They're picking very decisively. Anything for Aries in the week ahead? Thank you. Purification, which would make a lot of sense actually with the cry it out, right? You're going through an emotional time. It says it's time for a cleansing, detoxification of your body and mind. So this could also be a really good time. Again, not only to let things go and to release some things, but could it even be about your health? What are you putting into your body? Maybe you guys are being called for a detox here. Maybe to drink more water, right? That flushes your system out too. So, and making me thirsty, actually, not gonna lie. So these could be things that are going on in your energy, right? It's all about water though. It's the water element. It's all about the liquids being important for you. So I wonder what that could mean. And then you have siege, quiet time, which I don't know if I ever say these names right, by the way. But this is like the hermit. Take some quiet time alone to rest, meditate, and contemplate. Absolutely. Okay, love that. I'm going to just cover some of the card just in case YouTube picks up on any nudity there. But I'm going to dive into some messages for you. Let's see what else is going on for you. What is this? The Eight of Cups. So this is a time where you are really being called to focus on things that bring you joy and to walk away, of course, from things that just don't serve you. Maybe that is an act of courage, right? To walk away from things that you're coming to the understanding of that just don't make you happy, right? Maybe they drain you. So it is, again, yeah, Nine of Swords. What are you guys dealing with? I think there's a lot of mental conflict going on, but I think that's mainly because of your external world impacting your inner world. The Five of Swords. So I'm not gonna lie, you guys are clearly going through something here. Five of Swords, again, is the feeling of defeat, cutting someone out, walking away from a situation, arguments. Nine of Swords, something that, you know, you think about a lot, something that worries you. Most likely a situation that you want to solve. Can I know deeper about what this is that you're speaking about? The Page of Pentacles. Could be a younger person, a younger earth sign. The Knight of Cups. The Page of Pentacles is known for learning. So for some of you, this could be about your own learning. This could be about someone needing to learn their own lessons. What messages do you have for Aries for the week ahead? Almost like advice. The Page of Wands. Now, the Page of Wands is known for being curious, being open, experimenting. I always say it's the inner child that thinks everything is possible, right? Because it is. It's creativity. So you're being called to do some creative things, creative things during this time. Eight of Wands. So in terms of career, I would actually say, or at least the way that your life is moving forward, I actually quite like it. I think what Spirit is asking for you is to focus on what brings you joy, like we've been saying, what makes your heart sing. And that could be a lot of passions for you guys, things that you're passionate about, your hobbies, right? Getting into those things could be very important, bringing more fiery energy into your life, which can sometimes be needed if, again, we've had a lot of emotions. I always say fire and water don't really mix, right? Because the emotions tend to burn out our fire or dampen out our fire. So if you have been feeling uninspired lately, unmotivated, it's likely because you got a buildup of emotions that need to be addressed and balanced. But the Eight of Wands is a positive sign for things moving in the right direction. So again, following your creativities, following your inspiration when you have it, even if there's short little sparks, it's going to be important. Following your ideas as well. You guys are going to have a lot of ideas during this time. The Queen of Wands as well. So all these wands, I love that for you. It's about being confident in your own energy, understanding that your ideas are very unique and it can actually make you very successful if you double down on it. And I just wanted to dive back in over this energy. You got the Five of Wands. So yeah, a lot of conflict in this area of your life. The Emperor could be a father figure, okay? Or again, ego being involved. My leg is so dead. It's so heavy. Let me change around. Hold on one second, guys. And sorry if you can hear wax being done next door. Oh my God, my foot is actually floppy. It's so dead. Okay. Hold on one second. I'm just going to, I want to pause it whilst this is going on. Okay, well, hopefully it's going to be quiet now. But the Emperor just came out really randomly. And that, of course, can speak about ego and control. It's also your card, Aries. So in a way, it could also be asking for you to take control of a situation, knowing that you can't change people. So maybe it's about redirecting your energy and maybe your conclusion in something with someone where there is conflict, where there is feelings of defeat, where someone needs to learn on their own, right? Okay, anything else for you guys? The Five of Cups. So Five of Cups is again about need to purge. It is about difficult feelings and emotions coming up, the feeling of disappointment, the feeling of things not working out. Maybe something has spilt in your life. But because we have this kind of purging or purification energy coming up, don't dismiss your feelings. I would say don't dwell in it for too long, but clearly you guys need a good cry to release the things that have not been so nice in your life lately. So maybe letting that out is going to help you have that fire again, right? Maybe that's why you're being called to have quiet time, to place strong boundaries during this time. And during holiday season anyway, it is a really good time to have boundaries because, you know, not everyone has great family, right? Not everyone has great people around them. So this time can be very difficult. So you are being called to have boundaries, to make sure that you maybe take a time out from things that are, again, upsetting you. And that doesn't have to just be people. I think maybe you might need stronger boundaries with social media, right? If that makes you upset, or if that makes you compare yourself, or if that's affecting your energy. So again, pulling away from anything, a big detox in your life could be necessary for you to really sit with your feelings, sit with your disappointments, sit what you feel are failure so that you can cleanse that energy and let it go so it doesn't affect your ideas and forward movement. Because the 8 of Wands says that moving forward for you, Aries, things are going to start speeding up. A lot of opportunities are going to start coming up for you between now and the end of the year and onwards, and that you're moving in the right direction. And that's really one thing I want to tell you from your spirit guides, is that you're moving in the right direction. Okay. If I'm trying to find a reason why things could not be looking the best. But again, I think that there's more to do with other people's journeys and their own lessons to learn than it is your own. If there's anything to learn, then it's, again, boundaries. Now, I got amethyst today. I was called towards using this. Don't know why, just to hold it. But it is, you know, a crystal for healing. So again, it could be a need to heal here. All right, my angels. So having more confidence in yourself, being courageous, facing your fears during this week is going to be important. Sometimes it's a courageous thing to place a boundary or to cut something off, or again, to decide that you're going to go silent, right? Anyway, quite a specific message. Not going to lie, I could keep going. So if you like these kind of readings, let me know. I just really wanted to tap more into intuition, and I wanted to tap a bit more into specific messages, because sometimes I feel like my videos can be a little bit complicated, but I don't know, I just like to make, if you know me, you know I love to mix things up every now and again. But before I do finish, I just want to roll the dice. This has numbers on it, and it's going to represent a house, right, in astrology. That's going to give you a bit of a theme of, you know, what area of your life might be more important that you might be needing to focus on, or things might be happening more of. 8th house. Now, 8th house is a bit of a dark one, which is why you might be feeling this way. The 8th house can be taboo, right? This is more about sexuality. This can be about the occult, right? It could be really about the deeper side of things. Would make sense with the High Priestess. It can also really be about other people's possessions, right? So if you've got shared finances, and this is a house where that could be affected as well, or shared resources with people. So yeah, definitely look into the 8th house. It could tell you a little bit more about what area of your life could be quite important for you guys during this week. But anyway, I'm gonna love you guys and leave you. Thank you for putting up with me and my changes during the week. And yeah, let me know in the comment section if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to give the video a big thumbs up and to subscribe. Those things really help me out over here. And yeah, show me that you like my videos, right? It helps a lot. So I really appreciate you. I'll see you guys next time.